But anyway, man, I got an email from a young man. He asked me, he said, Flex, what's the best way to approach women and spit game at women and break the ice with women who are over 40? What's the best way to approach, the best pickup lines to use on women over the age of 40? Like the Holly Berrys and the Stacey Dashes and the Sally Richardsons. What's the best way to approach women like that? Now, first of all, it's very rare that women over 40 look like that. That's number one. There's a handful of 40-plus females who look like Lisa Ray and Elise Neal, Vivica Fox, even though some of them have had surgery, but it's very rare that they look that fly and that intact. Now, they're out there. But the thing is, out of all honesty, man, if you're talking to a woman over 40, she better be glad you spitting at her. That's the mentality that you have to have. Because shit, if she still looks good and she's 40 plus, she's running on fumes anyway. She got an extension on her looks, basically. And she better be glad you spitting game at her. That's the mentality you have to have. Because when a woman is 40 and single, there's a lot of baggage in the game that a thorough dude don't really want to deal with, man. So she better be goddamn glad you're spitting at her, because she's about to really hit the wall real hard at any moment. So that's not even that good of an investment. I'm not trying to shit on all my 40 plus ladies out there, but if we're talking about the singles dating game, that's not a real good investment as it is. So a woman who's 40 plus, no matter how good she looks, she better be coming with 130% cooperation. Fuck that. You ain't got to have no super crisp game. She needs to be the one with the super crisp game. Because them looks about to take a left turn at any moment. But I digress. Let's see who else is on the phone. These phone lines are lighting up, man. Shit. What's up, man? Who's calling? Hello? All right, people, now you call, you got to say something now. People calling from all over the place. You got to say something. You got to spit from the survival scrolls. Anyway, man, what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about the relativity of value in your game. Why people value certain things in the game more so than others. I was talking to one of my students recently. He was saying, like, Flex, whenever I get with a woman, whenever I get into a relationship, I put a lot of emotion into the relationship very quickly. He says that he puts a lot of emotions in the relationships too quickly. He values the woman a little bit too much too soon. And a lot of cats are like that. You get with a woman and you value her a little bit too much too soon. Well, who's calling?
Going on, Tim. This is Tim Boss calling from Rhode Island, man.
What's up, Tim Bizzle? This is my boy Tim Boss from MySpace. He's on the blog and he's on the United Players of America message board. What's on your mind today, Tim Boss?
Not much, man. Not much. Trying to educate these fools about my way real quick.
For sure.
I want to put up a blog on my page about attention whores.
Okay.
So, wanted to get some ideas and some thoughts from you about what to put up on our blog.
Well, you know, I just did a show a couple of weeks ago about the attention whore stage, so you guys can go back and check that out. Now, where's your blog? Give me the website for your blog.
It's holla at your boy 84 at myspace.com.
Okay, for sure. We're going to check that out, man. And again, you guys can check out the other show I did about the attention whore stage. All right, Tim?
I also want to...
Oh, damn. Tim had another question and somebody else is calling. Man, what's up, man? Who's calling?
Oh, hey, what's going on, man? It's Patrick calling from San Diego, man.
What's going on in San Diego, Pat?
Oh, not much, man. I'm just on my lunch break. I just saw your thing on the MySpace saying call in.
Sure.
I had a question for you real quick, though.
Go ahead, man.
Okay, I'm listening to this little situation. I got my little chick, but I remember I listened to your episode a while back. You know, you was talking about, like, you know, young females.
Yeah.
or whatnot. But I mean, like, I just want to try to find out, like, there should be, like, a little exception to the rule because, like, you know, she cooperates, she listens, you know, she handle her business, you know, and she really down for it, dude, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, I mean, I'm taking her serious and everything, but at the same time, I still just want to know, you know what I mean? Like, what you think about that? You know
Now, how old is she?
She just turned 21.
Okay, now how old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay, now what kind of now what's the exact issue that you have with her? Just because she's young? I mean, what's the issue with her?
Oh yeah, no, I don't have a no. Honestly, I don't have a problem with her at all. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I know at the same time, you know, she's still learning as she go. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she still has. I mean, she's experienced a lot that she hasn't though. You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta. So what you have to do is school her. You gotta lace her with your game, lace her with your ideology. I mean, are you? How down is this chick, and how down do you want her to be? Is this like a jump off? You're trying to have a relationship. My thing is,
not here. I don't mean to cut you off. Yeah, she not jump like well. She not, you know, she my girl and everything. So, I mean, I've been schooling her. She listens. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help her really step her game up a lot. You know what I'm saying? So she really down. You know what I'm saying? She really down. My main thing concern was as far as, you know, just as far as her experience. You know what I'm saying? Is but she hasn't did. You know, she haven't had a lot of boyfriends. You know, everything. She haven't been all through like the. As far as dating and everything and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a good thing.
I really don't want to try to like, yeah, that's what I said too. That's what I'm like, that's a good thing. She don't have all that baggage. She don't got no attitude and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you just need to ride that out and just, you know, be cool. That's what you want. I mean, you pretty much in a good position.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you in a good position right now, just as long as she ain't on meth and no shit, because I know a lot of girls in San Diego be fucking with that meth. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Yeah, so, you know, make sure she ain't on the pipe and everything is good, all right?
All right, then, got you.
Thanks for the call, player. Okay, I was trying to see where the brother was going. I mean, he really didn't have a dilemma. Shit, he's in a good position. But I digress. All right, let me hold off on some of the calls because the phone lines are lighting up and I really want to spit some hot fire. I want to spit from the Survivor Scrolls. But like I said, man, one of my students, he was telling me, and a lot of guys say this, that they get with women and they put a little extra value on the women. They become very emotionally attached to these women too soon. And why do people put value on anything? For that matter, especially women. Women in particular, but things in general. Why do certain things have more value than others? See, the thing is, man, people value things that are rare to them, and things that are rare are relative. What's rare to one person comes in abundance to another person. Like diamonds, gold. People value those things because diamonds and gold, they're rare. Copper comes in abundance, so you really don't value copper that much. But diamonds, gold, platinum, they're considered precious metals. What makes them precious? The rarity of it. But the rarity of things, it's relative, and you put value on things that are rare. And I made this analogy before, like me going back and forth to Hawaii. They have this stuff called noni juice that I like to take. It's very good for you. Now, over here in the States, noni juice is very expensive. Noni juice is from this plant that's in Hawaii, and it's very healthy for you. But over here in the States, the shit costs like $70 a bottle, $100 a bottle. It's very expensive over here because it's rare. Because you can only get it from the Pacific Islands. Now out there in Hawaii, they sell that shit on every corner. I loaded up and brought a whole bunch back. You can get it for like $10, $12 out there. They have it literally on every corner, all the ABC stores, because it's an abundance out there, but out here it's rare. You always put value on things that are rare. I was at a restaurant the other day and I saw this woman fine as a motherfucker. I'm like, whoa, I'm like, where the fuck is she from? I'm thinking she's from Brazil. And I asked her, I'm like, excuse me, where are you from? Are you Brazilian? She's like, no, I am Colombian. Now, out here in the States, a woman like that is just like, motherfuckers put a lot of value on them. But if you go down to South America, Brazil or Colombia, you see dimes all the time, all over the place. They come in abundance. Even in the dope game, out here, a kilo of dope, a kilo of cocaine, $20,000, $17,000, $20,000. You get a kilo of cocaine down in South America, what, for $2 or $3 grand? So I've heard. Because it's in abundance down there, but out here it's rare. And it's the same thing with dating. Like I said, man, they call diamonds, gold, platinum, precious metals because they're rare. And a lot of dudes think women are more precious and valuable to them because getting that pussy is rare. If you're not used to getting an abundance of women, the first woman that steps to you, you're going to put a lot of value on her. You're going to cupcake a little bit more. You're going to hold on a little tighter. You're going to be a little more emotionally attached to her because you value her more because you're not used to getting that. But if you're a person who's used to getting pussy in abundance or used to getting women in abundance, you don't put that much value on them. You don't have an immediate emotional attachment to every single woman you get. See, that's why your game has to be in abundance, especially this day and age. And I've talked to some of the listeners about this before. You've heard me talk to some of the callers about it. You got to spit at a lot of women these days. It's not like back in the day, you meet a woman, you quote unquote court her, you go walking hand in hand in the park and you call on the phone and talk to her and you swoon and you court and you campaign for a month and then you get with the woman, then you marry her. Those days are gone. What's up, man? Who's calling?
This is Rico.
What's up, Rico? Where you calling from, man?
Calling from Auburn Hills, Michigan.
Oh, man, what's going on out there in Auburn Hills, man?
Not shit. School for me.
That's what's going on. Now, what's on your mind?
I'm wondering about how do I find these chicks that got their head on right?
Now, how long you been out there in Auburn Hills?
About 2-3 years.
Now, where you from originally?
Kalamazoo.
Okay. So you've been just kicking around Michigan all your life, basically, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, because I haven't been to Detroit, man, in like 11 years, so I don't know what the scene is out there now. But what you have to do, man, just really keep moving around a little bit, man. Like Auburn, my sister stays in Auburn Hills. So a lot of these places, these small cities, if you can't find anything in these small cities, man, you got to hit the next city up. Some of these little cities, man, will surprise you because they have a lot of dimes in them. I've been to little cities back off in the woods of Georgia and Alabama with nothing but dimes. And the next city over, nothing but hood rats. So you got to kind of, you know what I'm saying? You got to get on the road and start campaigning a little bit and hit up different spots and hit up new spots and stop running in the same circles and getting the same results, man. You really have to start branching out a little bit, man. You got to become Christopher Columbus with your game and start exploring a little bit. You know, that's the key to it, because a lot of times, man, we run in the same circles, we run with the same people we grew up with, and we see the same type of females. You might have to hit up New York, you might have to hit up Cleveland, you might have to hit up Chicago, just hit up a lot of little spots around your area, and just don't settle whatever you do, man. Don't settle for no lackluster female just because that's all that's available to you in your area. Nigga,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, start hitting up MySpace. Start Twittering bitches. I mean, the whole shit. Use technology.
I'm not a lackluster dude, so.
That's what I'm saying, man. And don't let a female put you in that lackluster bag. Because a lot of dudes, man, a lot of your peers, they'll settle. They're like, okay, man, these hood rats, that's all we have. Let's make lemonades out of lemons. So fuck that. Damn the lemonade.
You know what I've seen though?
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty straight bitches that run plays out of the Hood Rat playbook though.
Oh, hey man, a lot of women too, man, who hang around hood rats and their hood rat peers, they start taking on them characteristics. You don't want a weak bitch like that anyway, man. So again, you got to charge some of them to the game and start campaigning on the road. All right.
All right.
Thanks for the call, player.
Thank you. Have a good one.
For sure. But like I said, man, you got to start putting your game out there in abundance. See, nature has a way of putting out things in abundance, looking for the exception. Just like I was talking with this caller just now. You want to be the exceptional player. You want to be the exception to the rule. You don't want to be the average bullshit ass thirsty dude fucking with raggedy ass females all your life, hating on the exceptional dude. See, don't let no simp bullshit ass dudes bring you into that simp bag that they're in. And I've talked about this on the Simp Peer Pressure show a long time ago. Dusty dudes will try to make you dusty just like them. Or people will try to hate on you upgrading your game. And that's really so in our community. In the black community, that's tenfold. It happens in everybody's community, but in our community, it's really hard. These cats go hardcore. Like when you remember going to school when you were a kid, and the smart kid would sometimes have to hide his books coming home because he would get teased for being smart. We ridicule people for upgrading their game, for trying to learn, and it's always the dusty niggas who ain't gonna be shit anyway trying to clown the guys who want to upgrade their game. It's always the special ed living in the projects their whole life type of nigga criticizing the scholar. Just like when it comes to learning this game, there's always the dusty dudes who ain't got no bitch talking about, man, why you listening to King Flex? You should know all this shit yourself. You should have game. Why you listening? It's always that nigga who's been fucking fat bitches all his life. It's always the nigga who fucks a bitch who looks like a Komodo dragon trying to talk slick and greasy. So don't let that simp trick nigga peer pressure get into your brain, get into your hemisphere. Like I said, man, you want to be the exceptional player. You want to be the exception to the game. Nature puts out things in abundance. Nature puts out a bunch of trees looking for that one tree that's going to bear healthy fruit. Nature puts out plants, millions and billions of plants looking for the one plant with medicinal purposes. There's only a handful of plants or a few plants with healing powers that can literally heal your body. But nature does that looking for the exception. You have to be that exception. There's thousands and millions of dusty niggas. There's thousands and millions of trick ass dudes. There's thousands and millions of Captain Save-A-Ho dudes. Women, there's an abundance of hood rats. You have to be the exception. You have to step out of that mold and say, okay, I'm on another level. You guys are going that way. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to do things a little different from you. That's going to make you rare. That's going to make you a precious metal. That's going to put value on you. You're going to bring value to yourself by being the exception. Stop going along with the program. Stop doing the same shit everybody else is doing, especially people who are not as successful or more successful than you. You have to be your own exception. You have to do things your way. You have to reinvent yourself. You have to do things your way. Be the exception to the game. That's going to make you rare. And when you're rare, you're going to have value, and women are going to be stepping to you. And that's when you can step to women like, look, bitch, what are you bringing to the table? Because I'm that dude. And once you know and you're aware that you are that exception, when you are aware that you're that dude, man, life is much easier. You ain't got to come up with pickup lines. You ain't got to come up with approaches because they're going to be stepping to you. The aura and the vibe you have says you better step to me correctly, and women can pick that up. Women pick up on vibes, man. No matter what you say, it's a vibe, it's an aura that you have that draws the women in. That's the secret of the game a lot of cats don't know. You have to live it. You just can't speak it, you have to live it. And you have to know that you are the shit.